بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. So inshallah we're going through some rulings regarding the أفعال المدح والذم. Yesterday we explained what they are, and today we're going to explain some rulings regarding them. These are very important. This comes in the Quran and the Hadith, Al-Quran especially. So we're discussing قياسي عامل, فعل قياسي, فعل سماعي, السماعي أفعال ناقصة, أفعال المدح والذم, and صيغ التعجب. And now we're right here in أفعال المدح والذم. Okay. Now قد تكون كلمة ما بعد نعمة وبئس. So after ni'mah and after bi'sa, many times what do we have? We have the particle ma. Or we have the word ma. Let's not call it particle. Particle is a harf. So we have the word ma. Now what's the i'rab of this? For example, if we're going through the i'rab right now is, we have وَإِن تُبْدُوا الصَّدَقَاتِ فَنِئِمَّا هِي. And yesterday we done that ni'imma hi is really ni'ima ma. Ni'ima ma. Sorry, it's not working for the board. Correct? So how to do i'rab of this? So we're saying here the ma al-waqi' lima al-waqi'ati ba'da ni'ma wa bi'sa halan. The ma which comes after ni'ma and bi'sa, there are two hal, two conditions, two scenarios. Al-awwal an yakuna ba'daha mufrad. The first situation, the first scenario is after the ma you have a mufrad and is either mentioned as mahdhuf. So for example, so the fa is harf isti'naf, no need for that. Ni'ima ma hiya. So you have a mufrad. Or is mahdhuf, and this is not really, I guess it must have not really needed, but let's point it out. Qara'tu al-kitab fa ni'imma huwa, or fa ni'imma al-kitab. I read a book and how good was the book. So here's mahdhuf. But you have a mufrad after it. Okay? If you have a mufrad after it, how do you do the i'rab of this? We say the ma is ismun ma'rifatun tammatun bima'na ash-shay. It becomes the fa'il. What does this mean? You will find certain places, ma, when we do baby stuff, we say the two types of ma. Ma is a nafiya, ma daraba, ma qatuluhu, wa ma salabuhu, ma nafiya and a fi'l madhi. Another type of ma we're familiar with is ma mawsula. Ma taf'alu min khairin. So ma mawsula, whatever you do. But there are also a few other types of ma. Ma mastariya. And one is ma, which is an ism, not a harf. Ma mawsula is an ism, ma nafiya is a harf. Mawsula as an ism is also another type of ism. It's called ismun ma'rifa. It's a ma and it's tamma, meaning it's a proper full ism, not a mawsula. So tamma means not mawsula, because mawsula is naqisa, because it needs a sila. Mawsula needs a sila. So it's not that one. What is it? A full, meaning a shay. So ni'ma, so ma equals a shay. It's ma'rifa. Ni'ma, so basically ni'immahi. Yes, so let's do the first one here. So in this example, when you have ni'imma, I hope the pen works. We have ni'imma ma here. So now, what's the i'rab going to be? Ni'ma is fa'lul madh. Fa'lul madh. We do idgham of it, ni'immahi. But before the idgham, split the idgham. Ma becomes the fa'il, as mentioned here. And then ni'immahu, and the Quran has ni'immahi. So that here becomes the makhsus. The ni'imma becomes the makhsus. And in tarkib becomes the mubtada mu'akhar. Mubtada'un mu'akharun. And we call this mubtada khabar muqaddam. Fahimt? So ni'immahi, what a good thing. Ma is a thing. What a good thing it is. In tubdu sadaqat, or in tukhfuha fa ni'immahi. So if you can see the sadaqah, fa ni'immahi, very good. Yes? So ni'immahi, ma is ma'na shay, that's a fa'il. Do you understand the first tarkib? Is everybody following me on the first tarkib, the first i'rab? Yes? Acha. The next one is, we say that ma is not ma'rifa tamma, it's an ism, but it's nakira tamma. Bima'na shay'un, not a shay. Bima'na shay'un. So in this scenario, because it's nakira, it can't be the fa'il, because we said before that the fa'il has to be ma'rifa, alif lam jins, or mudhaf ila al-jins. So we will say here in this scenario, we will say ni'imma hi. We will say here what happens in this scenario. This is fa'lul madh. The zamir, the fa'il is, this is the huwa. Astaghfirullah. The huwa inside is not writing properly. The huwa inside of here is what? Zamir mustatir, mufassar. And this ma is ma'na shay'an. This is the tamyiz muhawwal an al-fa'il. Tamyizun, tamyizun muhawwal an al-fa'il. It's not working by the board. So tamyizun muhawwal an al-fa'il. And then the here is the makhsus. So if it's ma is ma'rifa tamma, it becomes the fa'il. If it's nakira tamma, you make ma'na shay'un. Then in this situation, you say ma is nakira, and it's doing tamyiz of the here or the huwa inside. The huwa inside. And then the here becomes the makhsus after it. So ni'mahi, two Arabs of this. Is this clear? If there's a jumla after it, what comes after it? A jumla. Then, like for example, inna allaha ni'imma ya'idukum bih. In this scenario, what do you have now? The few possibilities. Number one, the ma is ism mawsul and fa'il. So ni'ima is fa'il al-madh, موصول sila becomes the fa'il, and مخصوص is محذوف, something محذوف. أي إن الله نعم ما يعظكم به. So ni'ma, how good is that thing, which is mentioned before, what he advises you to do. That's the fa'il, that's the مخصوص, and the مخصوص is the مخصوص is محذوف. Another way we can do this as well, yes, is we can say that ma is nakira tamma. So same as before. So the next possibility is ma. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. The next one we can have here is ma is ni'ma is fa'il and fa'il. The huwa inside is a zamir mustatir. Ma is a tamyiz muhawwal anil fa'il. And then ya'idhukum becomes, because this is because ma is a nakira word, the jumla ya'idhukum becomes the na'at. Nakira word followed by a na'at becomes the na'at. Now nakira word followed by jumla becomes the na'at. So ya'idhukum bi is the na'at of ma. And then man'ut na'at then becomes the tamyiz of the ni'ima. And the zamir huwa. And then the makhsus is mahzuf in there as well. So inna allaha ni'ma shay'an. How good is that thing by which he advises you? The khulasa and the meaning is the same, but in the Arab there's different tawjih. So it's either ism mawsul or ism nakira tamma tamyiz. But it can't be ma'rifa. If it's ma'rifa, ni'ma shay, what does ya'idukum become? So it can't be ma'rifa tamma in here. It has to be nakira tamma or ism mawsul. Again, if you want, you can listen to the video again and get it into your minds. Fahimt? Acha, next masla. يحذف المخصوص إذا دل عليه السياق. The makhsus can be removed if the siyaq denotes it. And the Quran is always mahzuf. Not always, but mostly. In the previous words, you have what? Talking about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the topic of conversation. So, ni'mal mawla, ni'mal fa'il madh, fa'il. Where is the makhsus? The context before denotes it. Ay ni'mal mawla rabbuna, wa ni'mal nasiru rabbuna. Understand from the context. No need to mention it explicitly each time. That's against the balagh and the ijaz of the Quran, the simplicity and the brevity of the Quran. And even that's how Arabs normally speak, because you know what it is, so you don't need to mention it all the time. Yes? I need to change this, because I think there are. This note needs to be taken off. I wrote this before, but there are a few places. Jannatu adnin tajri, it does come. But change this note to al-ghalibu. Okay, change it as well in the note, please. So al-ghalibu anna al-maqsusa la al-ghalibu أن المخصوص لا يذكر في التنزيل. البتة means ever. That's wrong. That's incorrect. So الغالب أن المخصوص لا يذكر في التنزيل. Yeah, الغالب أن المخصوص يحذف في التنزيل. Usually in the Quran, you will find that the مخصوص is محذوف. Not all the time, but usually you will find majority of the time, because the context will denote what is being implied. فهمت? So far so good? Acha. Next masla we have is قد يقع منصوب قبل مخصوص حبذا ولا حبذا أو بعده. Okay? No. What do we have here? We have حبذا. So we didn't say Arab before in al-wusta. The habba is the fa'il. Sorry, fa'il المدح. Now that is the fa'il. But that thing, we say it's ishara, that, حبذا. Yes? But if you say, so Zaid is a very good that. What does that refer to? Are you following? So because that is ambiguous, you're going to have a منصوب after it. You have a منصوب حبذا راكبا يا حبذا رجلا. Now, both give the same meaning. However, in terms of i'rab, if it's mushtaq, it'll be a hal, because a hal is mushtaq. If it's a jamid, like rajulan, then it can't be a hal. It has to be a tamiz. So in i'rab, you do i'rab slightly differently, if it's a mushtaq or jamid. But in ma'na, the concept is the same. The concept is, because the fa'il is not understood properly, the habba what's that referring to? Which aspect? So habba zayd is very good. As what? As that. But what does that refer to? So we say حبذا راكبا زيد or حبذا زيد راكبا, both ways, either before the مخصوص or after the مخصوص. And in terms of i'rab, you have to slightly adjust the i'rab because of the اشتقاق جامد. If it's mushtaq, one tarkib, jamid, another i'rab. But in terms of meaning, it doesn't make a difference. Fahimt what's happening here? Everybody following? Acha. And sometimes the tamiz or the hal is غير صريح. For example, حبذا زينب من معلمة. حبذا زينب من معلمة. So you have min. So instead of saying حبذا زينب معلمة, you can have تمييز غير صريح. حبذا زينب من معلمة. And next masla is, sometimes you can have ya. You can have ya before حبذا. For example, this is a poem attributed to the Banu Najjar, the young girls of Banu Najjar. When the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to Medina al-Munawwara, they were reciting these poems, or they read these poems. They said, نحن جوار bin Bani Najjar. We are the young girls of Bani Najjar. Ya حبذا محمد min jari. Allahu Akbar. And how good is Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a neighbor. So Ya حبذا, so it has two maslas. Min is, you have the tamiz after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it's غير صريح. And before the حبذا you have ya. It just creates more, like more ta'ajjub. Fahim? Acha. Now, when we say ya habba, so that is ism al-ishara. You have dha, dhani, dhihi for mu'annas. So does this change? You say no. This dha in habba will not change irrelative of what the tamiz is. So you want to say ya you want to say, for example, habba dhihi, because dhihi, hadhihi. You want to say habba dhihi for Zainab. You want to change it. So حبذا for مذكر, حبذا for مؤنث, حبذا for مفرد, حبذا for تأنيث. So تلتزم ذا is lazim, it sticks to إفراد and تذكير. It never changes irrespective of the تمييز which comes after it. So those are some of the مسائل that we need to discuss regarding, additional مسائل regarding the أفعال المدح والذم. Okay, subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.